Meghan Markle makes contact with estranged father in hospital, a timeline of events. The Duchess of Sussex has reached out to her father, Thomas Markle, after he was reported to be seriously ill in the Philippines. The Duchess of Sussex has spoken about the breakdown in the relationship between herself and her father, Thomas Markle, during the lead-up to her 2018 wedding to Prince Harry. However, on December 5, it was confirmed that she had offered an olive branch after she reached out to him following reports that he was seriously ill in the Philippines. On December 10, it was also confirmed that Meghan has sent a letter to Thomas, with a spokesperson saying, "Given that a Daily Mail reporter has remained at her father's bedside throughout, broadcasting each interaction and breaching clear ethical boundaries, it has been exceedingly difficult for the Duchess to contact her father privately, despite her efforts over the past several days." With the support of reliable and trusted contacts, her correspondence is now safely in his hands. Meghan's relationship with her father turned sour prior to her wedding day, with the catalyst for her subsequent estrangement from the retired television lighting director coming after he cooperated with tabloid media to stage paparazzi photos of himself preparing for the wedding. He later gave a series of interviews and public comments about his daughter, including on the topic of Harry's father, King Charles, walking Meghan down the aisle in his absence after he suffered 2 heart attacks ahead of the big day. Speaking to ITV's Good Morning Britain in June 2018, Thomas Markle said, "I'm a footnote to the greatest moment in history rather than the dad who walked his daughter down the aisle. That upsets me somewhat." In recent years, Thomas has suffered a number of health setbacks, with his daughter, Meghan's half-sister Samantha Markle, revealing that he had suffered a stroke in 2022 that left him temporarily mute. Now, as Meghan has attempted to make contact with her father, keep scrolling for a timeline of events over the last 48 hours explaining the communication between the wife of Prince Harry and Thomas Markle. Thomas Markle is reported to be sick. On December 3, 2025, it was revealed that Thomas Markle had been rushed to intensive care, where he underwent a 3-hour-long surgery at a hospital in the Philippines. According to Thomas's son, Thomas Markle Jr., he was rushed to the hospital on Tuesday after being taken gravely ill at his home in the Philippines. It was reported that following the surgery, he would face a second procedure to remove blood clots. Thomas Jr. told the Daily Mail, "I took Dad to a hospital close to our home and they did various scans and the doctors said his life was in imminent danger. They raced us by ambulance, with the sirens going, to a much bigger hospital in the center of the city. My dad has undergone emergency surgery. I would ask everyone around the world to keep him in their thoughts." The news came as Prince Harry's appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert aired on December 3 on CBS. Leg amputation reports. It was subsequently reported on December 5 that the surgery Thomas had undergone had involved the amputation of his left leg below the knee. Thomas Markle Jr. told the Daily Mail, "My dad is being very brave. His foot turned blue then black. It happened very quickly. I took him to a local hospital and they did some scans and an ultrasound and said the leg had to be amputated." He added, "There was no option. I was told the leg had to be removed and it was a case of life or death." At the time, a representative for the Duchess of Sussex had no comment. Reports Meghan hadn't reached out. Reports soon started to circulate that the Duchess of Sussex had not reached out to her father following the surgery and news that he had undergone a partial leg amputation. Public confirmation of Meghan's email to her father. On December 5, Meghan's spokesperson publicly confirmed that she had attempted to make contact with her father. A spokesperson for the Duchess of Sussex said, "I can confirm she has reached out to her father. Hello." Understands that Meghan reached out to her father earlier on December 5, 2 days after it was reported that Thomas had been admitted to the hospital. Thomas denied she had contacted him in a follow-up interview with the Daily Mail, but Meghan's spokesperson subsequently issued a statement addressing the matter, confirming she had attempted to make contact via email. Meghan's correspondence reaches Thomas. The Duchess was finally able to make contact with her father on December 10. Meghan's correspondence, which is understood to be a letter, is said to be safely in the hands of her father, who continues to have a reporter by his bedside broadcasting each interaction, said the spokesperson.